This is gameplay, yeah. But we're still gonna watch some more cutscenes.
I know.
I wonder who's in here.
We got a
Oh, this
visitor.
was a funny scene.
Come on in.
Oh, these guys.
Excuse me.
So you're not gonna get bored by this.
Perfect.
Figured it was you. Sup?
Have a seat. Bourbon? I suppose not.
Yeah, I really shouldn't. How come you guys are being so friendly, though? I mean, we're on opposing sides and all.
Why wouldn't we be? It's not like we're on a battlefield right now.
There's a point.
We're Jaegers. Nothing unusual about us trying to cut some throats one day that's sitting in a bar with the same guys the next.
Of course, if you would rather fight with us, that can be arranged.
I shall have to politely decline. For one thing, I don't think I'd stand the slightest chance of taking you two down.
Hey now, no need to be so pessimistic. He seems to think pretty highly of you. Have a little more faith in yourself.
At the very least, you'd be able to give us a real fight in your divine night. Not that I'd have any intention of losing even then.
The scary thing is, I'm pretty sure he's dead serious.
Oh
Well,
boy.
they're used to taking out tanks. They probably have their ways.
Just chill, Rean. You're all good.
Oh yeah? Ranking 72nd for the year in an academy full of big shot students ain't half bad. Brings a tear to my eye to see our little Fee putting her heart into her education.
And don't forget, she was the youngest of her classmates, too. The boss was right when he said that she can do anything she puts her mind to.
You got that right. Maybe joining the gardening club will make her a bit more ladylike, too. Oh, who am I kidding?
She's still young. She has plenty of time to develop on that front if she so pleases.
They really seem to adore her, like two proud parents talking about their child. And yet... If you don't mind me asking, why did you leave Fee behind? After your boss was killed in a battle with his sworn enemy, I mean.
Oh, Fee told you about that. It sounds like you're closer to her than I thought you were.
I trust this is simply
Oh, no.
me being paranoid. But you haven't tried making any moves on her.
No, of course not. I wouldn't dream of it. I just want to know why you'd abandon her when she obviously means so much to the two of you. She thought of you all like family. Why did you leave her all alone?
Well, we had our reasons. Let's leave it at that. I know you want to know, but you're not the one we should be telling that to.
We'll be sure to tell Fee our reasons in due time. Until then, leave the issue be.
All right, I can accept that. Still, she's our classmate. In that sense, she's like family to me, to us, too. And we feel that way about her just as strongly as you do, if not more so. I want to be perfectly clear on that.
Fighting words right there.
Still, we'll remember you said that. Returning to the matter at hand. You're sure you haven't tried to make any moves on her?
Come on, spit it out.
They really are like two overprotective fathers.
I love that.
I was hoping to get a bit more out of them about what Zephyr is up to. All we did was talk about Fee the whole time.
Well, they care for her.
Oh well. At least now I know that the guys in Zephyr really
Just
cared
don't
about
look
her,
up
so it wasn't a
Rule
complete waste of
34
time.
for them. Or else they're gonna get triggered.
Oh no.
I can sense someone inside.
It's
What
just...
Oh, you know who this is? Walk away. Now we're going inside. And who is it? It's McBurn!
Oh, it's you. Forgot you were staying here too.
Yeah. What was that? It's gone now anyway. Maybe it was just my imagination.
So what's up? I couldn't give a damn whether you joined the Alliance or not, to be honest.
Oh, I didn't come here for any specific reason.
Interesting. You mixed by any chance?
Could I sit and talk to you for a while?
What a pain in the ass.
Oh. Probably the question of mix.
So, what do you want to ask?
When we ran into each other back near Berea Hard, you asked a weird question. Something about being mixed?
Oh, that?
I didn't have the chance to figure out what that meant at the time. But what did you mean?
Don't know if I can even explain that one. It's just something you feel. What we've got mixed into us is obviously different in strength and nature. It's kinda hard to put into words.
Yeah, seems that way. I know you're not trying to confuse me on purpose, but I really can't wrap my head around what you're saying.
Just watch.
Huh?
Fire.
There's no trick to it. I'm not using an ornament, it's not magic. And I'm not using an artifact either. I just will fire to appear, and it does.
So it's just a totally unnatural ability.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Something that just gives you results, without the processes you'd usually have to go through to obtain them. You've got one too, right?
Yes. The orc form.
Well, true. That power of mine wasn't something I gained from training. I don't even know where the power itself is coming from.
It's the same kind of thing. People who can do things like that usually have something mixed into them. Something foreign, unnatural, mixed into their body itself. Different to the church's stigmas. Looks like a pretty small part of it in your case, though.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the mark, yeah.
There, huh? Anyway, I couldn't tell you how, where, or why whatever it is got mixed into you. Sure you've got more questions, but sorry. I can't answer them.
No, it's okay. You've answered enough already. I feel like I understand myself a little better now, actually.
Good for you, I guess. So, we done now?
Yeah, thanks for your time. Oh yeah, so how much of you is unnatural?
Me? All of me.
Oh.
He's not kidding.
His circumstances seem very different
You have
from
to
mine.
wait until the fourth game. What he means by
Guess all I
that.
can do is remember what he said. Maybe there will come a time when it'll all make sense. I'm sure one day I'll find out what this power of mine is. What the story behind me being given this power as a kid is. One day.
2 games, actually.
Huh? I think I can sense someone inside. Given the circumstances, I imagine it must be one of the people who fought us in Ymir.
Oh, I know her.
Oh, you already know?
Huh? It's open.
If I remember correctly, it was the armor lady.
It's empty. Weird. I could have sworn I sensed someone in here.
No, it's not her.
Oh,
It was Altina.
Oh,
darn, it's right. That was it. I was thinking about the armor lady for a moment. Can't believe I forgot about the last session.
Oh, it's all good. At least.
Looking at her lying down
At least
like
I
this,
remember last
she
session.
really is just a child. Maybe 12 or 13? Somewhere close to Milliam's age. How did a kid like this end up fighting with the Alliance?
Who are you? Who's calling me?
Is she talking in her sleep?
Situation assessed. Location is a room inside the guest area of the Pentagram. 9 hours have passed since initial loss of consciousness.
Guess she's sleeping comfortably enough here. Then again, she needs it at her age. She's got plenty of growing left. Wait.
Huh?
Good morning?
Rean Schwarzer, why are you here? Unless my memories have been tampered with, I believe this room was solely allocated to me.
Oh, it was. Sorry. If I'd known you were sleeping, I wouldn't have come in here.
So you're an intruder then?
Uh-oh.
Clown Soleus.
No, it was just an innocent mistake.
Oh!
Whoa, can we at least talk about this?
No mercy for
You
trespassers.
can dodge that at least. Or not.
So you claim to have no inappropriate motives for sneaking into this room.
Not claim! I really didn't!
But once you walked in, you fell victim to temptation and chose to act in accordance to your desires.
No, I didn't! How many times do I have to explain what happened before you'll believe me?
I was making a joke. Had you any intention of harming me, Clown Soleus would have attacked you. That he didn't proves your innocence.
Oh, right. Then what was all that for? Oh, whatever. I suppose it's my own fault for coming in without permission. Anyway, I've cleared my name. I'll see you some other time, probably.
If that's what you want to do, you didn't come to ask me anything then?
Well, no. Honestly, I didn't even know you were in here. I do have a lot I'd like to ask you, though, and just as much I'd like to say to you. Okay, if you're offering, what are your reasons for helping the Alliance? Why do you have a puppet just like Milliam's? Just who are you?
The answer to your first question is, I was ordered to do so. As all information regarding Clown Soleus is confidential, I am unable to answer your second question. And as for the last one, I am unable to fully comprehend the depth of your question.
Oh, forget it. You abducted my sister and the princess. Whether you were ordered to or not doesn't change that. And it's not something I think I can forgive. See you around.
Everybody's like
Sorry.
getting tired of this
That was probably
cutscene.
too harsh.
He's like, why
Can't
did you stop
pretend to know
before?
anything about your circumstances, but I do know that you didn't abduct them of your own free will. Anyway, with that said, I'll be going. Maybe we'll have a chance to talk again sometime.
The Black Workshop.
Oh?
What?
Good reaction though.
That's the name of the place I belong to. It was they who loaned me to the Noble Alliance. Unless you choose to join the Alliance, that is the most I'm able to disclose to you.
The name doesn't ring any bells.
Oh, it will soon.
And loaned. That makes it sound like... I suppose it's none of my business. Thanks for telling me. I'll be sure to remember that name.
I can't see doing so holding any real purpose for you. Incidentally, did you have any untoward motives behind what you just did?
No, I did not. The Black Workshop? Loan?
Oh, that's gonna be important
Sounds like stuff worth
in
remembering.
the third game. Or the fourth game. Well, which one of those? Alright, last one.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's Duvalie. The armor lady that Michael was talking about.
There she is.
Having to travel to and from Crossbell like this is utterly exhausting. No, I mustn't complain. I'm doing this for the sake of my lord.
She sounds awfully familiar.
Who goes there? Wait, you're the Ashen Knight's pilot.
I remember you now. You're with Ouroboros, Duvalie the Swift, right?
Have you no shame? Is it perhaps normal for you to barge into a lady's room unannounced?
Whoops.
You and that Arseid are only as bad as each other, I swear. Learn your place!
Actually, I just walked through the door normally. I should have probably knocked before I came in, though. Sorry about that.
So, now that we're understood, what do you want? Have you come to tell me that you'll be fighting on our side after all?
Can you not jump to conclusions? Besides, it's not like you're working with the Alliance because you agree with what they're doing.
Oh, naturally. Lady Clotilde seems to have a purpose of her own, but for my part, I have no obligation to help the Alliance whatsoever. I'm simply cooperating because I was told doing so was necessary to the plan.
Plan? I'm not sure what she's getting at. Just so we're clear, that lord you keep mentioning isn't Vita Clotilde, is it?
No. She may be an Anguis like her, but my lord is the seventh, not the second. She's the leader of the Stallritter, the great light which guides us. Gallant yet beautiful, proud yet merciful. She's the strongest knight of all, and oh, she's simply divine.
Well, you've made it clear how great you think she is. So the head of the Stallritter is also a woman?
She certainly is. And if you must know, 100 swordsmen of your strength couldn't hope to equal her. No, 1,000, even 10,000 of you wouldn't be able to so much as scratch her.
Okay, I get it. She's strong. Still, if she's a woman who could be described as the strongest knight of all, Laura already noticed the similarity between the Eisenritter and Stallritter, but she really does sound like Saint Sandlot.
I see I've got you thinking. Incidentally, I may have already mentioned her title, but one can never share my lord's glory too many times. She's known as the Steel Maiden.
The Steel Maiden,
Well, now.
huh?
She's alive?
And with that, I believe that's enough
I guess
idle
so.
chatter. If you didn't come to tell me that
450
you were
years
fighting on our side,
have
then we
passed.
remain enemies.
And she's
As
alive?
such, we shouldn't be standing here
God.
being friendly with one another.
Yeah,
Something's
I
weird
suppose
here.
you're right.
Is she like
Sorry for bothering
a
you.
deity or something?
Actually,
Or
there was
immortal.
one more thing I wanted to ask. You're not an enforcer
Well,
like
in
Blue Blanc or
reality-
Sharon, right?
She's just a
Is there any
human.
reason for that?
250 years ago.
You just had to ask.
And then she's here.
Enforcers are selected by the society's leader, the
Gee
Grand
Louise.
Master. And in order to be selected as one
Well,
and given
Marco,
a number, that person
that's
needs
the
to be
third
burdened
game.
by some kind of...
Oh, I had to learn more
Darkness.
in the third game then.
But
Gotcha.
just so we're clear, there is no correlation between having a number and one's strength, all right? I'm quite strong.
I didn't say you weren't. But it makes perfect sense. You don't strike me as someone who's carrying any kind of darkness with you. You're refreshingly sincere. Like someone who hates anything that strays from the path of righteousness.
I'll thank you not to spout such nauseating drivel in my presence. Now get the hell out of my room!
Sindri.
Alright, alright.
Sindri.
We're going.
She chased me out. really curious about the Steel Maiden. Could she really have some connection with the Lance Maiden? Perhaps even with the woman who helped us during
Damn
our
it, I
August
missed the
field
picture.
study.
30 minutes of cutscenes.
Oh,
That was like one part
oh,
already.
oh my god.
You should be the
Crazy.
guest of honor's room. Time to see who's inside.
Okay, these are cute girl. Is it the princess or someone else?
Yes?
Oh,
Oh,
that voice. You know
That
who it
sounds
is.
like... Excuse me.
the princess.
Correct. It was Princess Elfin.
There she is.
I had a feeling it was you.
Ready for some
I
more long
didn't dare to
cutscenes, guys?
I am. No!
You! It's really, really you!
Your Highness.
How did you get here? This all feels like a dream. Please don't tell me it is. I don't think my heart could handle the disappointment.
It's really me. I'm so glad you're safe. I'm so sorry that you had to go through all of this. If I hadn't been so weak and careless, none of this would have happened.
You mustn't apologize. Simply being able to see you again is more than I could have hoped for.
You must have been really lonely. I'm here for you now, though.
If
I
Jared
might
was
not
here,
be the most reliable person
what's
for
gonna
the
be his
job,
reaction
but I'm not going
to like
anywhere.
these cutscenes?
I'm pretty sure
So
he'd
that's
be
what you've been
like,
doing all this time?
what? Again? This is worse than the
Yeah.
side quests is.
I was happy all of us were able to get back together again. But
Well,
then
Jared's gonna
yesterday,
be
I ended up being
really
invited
happy.
onto the ship by Duke Cayenne.
Because we're gonna tell him
That's why I'm here,
in the
talking
future
to
Trails games,
I do
No
recall
more
thinking
side
things
quests
were a little noisier than
we're
usual
doing.
yesterday.
only main
Now I
story.
know why. Strange as it may sound,
Too much cutscenes,
I
Nathan.
suppose I owe the Duke my
Too much
thanks.
cutscenes.
After all, if not for his invitation,
And for Jared's
wouldn't have been
reaction,
able to
I can
find each other
imagine
like
he
this.
just he shouts
Sorry.
out excitement
I
and
wish I
saying,
could say I'd
"Yes!
snuck on board to rescue
Finally!
you or something.
no more side quests." But he would also follow up with a question: is
Incidentally, I
wait,
hesitate to
why are we
ask,
not doing
but
side quests?
you want to know where Elise is, right? She's not on this ship,
This
I'm
is too
afraid.
much cutscenes, Jared.
I can't say for sure, but I believe
And
she's
yes.
been taken to the same place as my parents.
I don't want to sit
Really?
your entire
I'm sure it
cutscene
isn't
for
news
that
to you
much
that my
time.
mother, father, and Cedric have been imprisoned somewhere.
Just save it to the main
and
story, I
apparently,
guess.
they've chosen Elise to be my family's
Unless if
attendant.
there's something important
So it's
for
likely wherever they've been
related to the
taken,
main story,
she's
then we
right
will
there
do
with
it.
them.
Really? I'm not sure whether to feel relieved
No more green
or
markers. Only red markers.
I can hardly blame you.
Yes.
I feel exactly the same way, even.
what. But why were you alone imprisoned on this airship? Surely there must be some reason.
That was Duke Cayenne's decision. I believe he's using me to suppress potential rebellion in areas occupied by the Alliance, by having me address the people and calm them down.
Forgive me for saying so, but that's a little messed up.
Yeah, it
Using
is.
you like that.
Extremely.
I don't especially mind doing it, honestly. It's a simple enough task. People all across Erebonia are uneasy about this war. And as princess, I should do what's within my power to help calm their nerves.
But at the expense of your own feelings? I know you want to help, but you can't be happy about being used as the Alliance's puppet to deceive them. Plus, you've been forcibly separated from your family, your best friend, You don't even know where they are.
That's very true.
Yes, but... Oh, why even bother? You see through everything, don't you, Rean? Anyway, putting my feelings aside, what do you plan to do now? I presume you don't intend to actually do whatever Duke Cayenne tells you to.
Well... I'm really not sure what to do. The longer this war goes on, the more people will suffer because of it. But even so, I don't feel as though siding with the Noble Alliance is the right course of action. And the same goes for the Imperial Army. I can't in good conscience side with them either.
Rean did.
There's
What
so much to
Corin
think
did.
about. You're being used as
He
a
picked
puppet
no
against
side.
your will. And then Elise is imprisoned somewhere too, being forced to do who knows what. I have to act somehow to change things.
That wasn't your fault, Rean.
Ever since I was taken in by my family all those years ago, I've tried to be a brother figure to her. I became the person I am today because of them. They've always loved me like they would a real son, and she's always treated me like a real older brother. You saw that power of mine, didn't you? And what I look like when I use it?
Well, yes, I did.
Back when I was a kid, something just like that happened. I ended up using it right there in front of her. She should have been terrified of me, but if she was, she never once let it show. She treated me exactly the same as before. And that was when I swore, deep within my heart, no matter what happened, no matter what I had to do, I would always protect her. And that's why I can't help but wonder. I can't help but wonder if now's the time to live up to that promise, if I should put her before everything else. Even if I have to ignore or outright betray my own personal beliefs in the process.
Rean. As your honorary little sister, I order you to get a hold of yourself!
Give him a slap. Or
A
that can
hug.
do.
Your Highness.
I know Elise far better than you think I do. In fact, I'd even go as far as to say I know her better than you. Rean, she's already told me so much about what happened 8 years ago. She told me about how that snowy day was what inspired you to take up the sword. She told me how traumatic that moment was for you. How what happened stays with you even now. And she even told me that, while she hated how she felt the tiniest bit happy because of it. Because it meant that your attention, your guilt, and your sense of responsibility were directed towards her and no one else. And she knew more than anyone how selfish that was. She may have had other reasons for choosing to go to Saint Estrella, but her main reason was that she didn't want you to keep feeling guilty because of her. More than anything else, she wanted to free you of your burdens. You should know, when you joined Thor's and were making new friends, and you finally seemed to be moving forward, she felt a little jealous, and even a little lonely at being left behind. But she was so very, very happy for you too. So please, Rean, please don't use Elise to justify not choosing your place in this war. Because I know for a fact, she wants you, of all people, to carve your own path and find true happiness.
How can I have been so blind? All this time I thought I was trying to protect her, and it's been the other way around since the start. And that's not just true for her either. Mom, Dad, Master Ka-Fai, all my friends at Thor's, they've been supporting me this whole time. How could I have missed something so obvious? I think I finally understand what I've been lacking inside of me all this time. I was so focused on trying to protect others, I never stopped to think about how relationships go both ways. Others try to support me just like I try to support them, and I have as much of an effect on them as they do on me. How did I not realize before now? I'm sorry, Master. I think you gave me that intermediate scroll a bit too soon. But better to realize late than never, I suppose. Because now I finally feel like I'm ready. As long as I keep that fact in mind, I won't lose control again.
Okay, Rean has a new crap.
Whoa!
Spirit Unification,
Nice.
Are you alright?
which is
I'm fine.
limit break.
I've got
Whoa.
you to thank for that. Forget
No
honorary.
way.
You sounded just like my real sister for a minute. So, thank you. I think it's time we get going. I wouldn't want to keep my classmates waiting any longer than I already have.
The viewers are already tired of this cutscene.
Pity.
Already.
I was rather hoping we could stay like this a little while longer.
Definitely not.
But I
No,
suppose all good
thank
things
you.
have to come
We
to
gotta
an
go.
end. Take care of yourself, Rean. I'll leave Elisa's rescue to you. No matter what it takes, please. Why are you shaking your head?
I said it's time we get going, didn't I? There's no way I'm leaving my sister's best friend imprisoned in a place like this.
Clearly.
I will get the two of us off this ship. So stay close to me.
I mean, Mario did it. Well, I can do it too.
Right!
Just don't let it see them.